Dukes will kick off first and here we go.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Running inside. It's Roach. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Potter. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Defense looks as if it's coming. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It's complete to the left. At the 45 on its way. Found the seam on the left. The tag. Touchdown, ODU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now, the line of scrimmage. It's that man coverage. Quarterback, time to hit the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit, too, and got to hold on to that thing.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes second and 7. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that? There we go! Continues to fight for yards. They bring him down with a big play. They'll move the sticks. The Dukes look to keep this drive coming. looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack. Set him back, but they'll go for it here. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the run on. He needed a lunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive. Take shots down the field. First half.
Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Dukes want to move quickly. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, James Madison.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. They're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy involved.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They put it in the end zone with a powerfully scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room. Scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Roach. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Potter. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
On the run, it's Roach. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo.
That's that long completion for the first down. Did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touch.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The definition of good out territory has changed over the last few years. He extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
The give to the tailback. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to pass, it's Potter. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Rolled his way into the end zone. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Scott. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive. It starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big foul. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers as they have jumped down to an impressive start. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Another third down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on 4th down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Potter. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, it's Roach. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, ODU. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab and runs right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and the guts he has to keep this drive alive.
They're showing their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Couldn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Deuce moving quickly to the line. The inside handoff. Got enough for the 1st. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open space.
It's so nice to have guys that these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that scoring time took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Mendon's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
And the heat will get home. The quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him only having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half. This was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Potter. Looking to the big tight end. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the field.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Roach. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Rides to the back. Picks up the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop them. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Got his man. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you know, the analytics world, I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point of going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I love teams that make it quality to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Dukes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw. He's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down.
Booster! Let it go!
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roach. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that 1st down mark.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space in the passing game. They better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They got their hands full.
Here we go, ready? 30. Let it go!
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. They're 3rd down
uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Blocks, really good moves, and a good return. That one before he's pushed out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play caller be? He'll start this drive going to the air. Puts it out of the air. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Hey, quarterback, dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Now taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Now sliding to his left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It is the lead now drafted 28-24.
That's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready when your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters. This is what it's time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hoosiers on the losing end right now of a tightrope. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they have to start soon. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country. Games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. They surround in their space. They're knocking it around at the 40, trying to make a move.
That was a play that was designed to simply get the first down. Right? 3rd and short is a short throw. You're just trying to get it to the sticks, but what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finding his man down the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it. And they get the 4th down conversion.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
They broke those things. This offense had so much success in that 1st half. So in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Potter. It's complete on the right side. Makes the catch, and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Got a little grass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player...
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Off the arc, fire right, trying to convert. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
On the move, it's Rowe. Gain of right at 7 yards, second and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. He's at the 10. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Old Dominion. He scores for the 5th time in this game. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, though.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like,
guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Ready? Single receiver, single receiver. Right. Single receiver.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is,
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, ODU! And the pummeling has started. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
it didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Collins. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Quickly to the tight end.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Collins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Dukes are in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. They get him through all, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Offense changing the play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they blah, 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 blah. Sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works. It's working now, but it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we reach the end of the quarter. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Good finish to grab it off the deflection. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be in.
Could be it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Monarchs. And the beatdown has ensued. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he...
get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play.
Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. The 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over 1st and goal with the 1. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the run, it's Roach. And he's in! Touchdown, ODU! His 8th touchdown of the game.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. so frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a grab with one hand. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target.
They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his third sack of the game.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside. It's James. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really not.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
This is so Jesse Ball. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the full accelerator, try to rub it in. You can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making play. He lets one fly deep. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Dukes are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up, well forward top. Still been trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to pass. Scrambling away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the third interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do. Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Really